Hi, everyone. I hope you had a great holiday and looking forward to the new year. I can't believe there's only a couple days left in 2025. It went by so quickly. I know you are aware that I sell Libri, but you probably had the question of do I use it? You bet I do. Probably more than I need to, but I love it. It started out with body butter. In early October, I went to an event as a vendor for my photography, and the lady next to me was selling Labri, and she had a sign out that listed various skin conditions. So I talked to her, and she recommended that I use body butter for my psoriasis. I had that for over a year. It was horrendous. Um, I was so itchy. I was miserable. I had it all down the side of my neck, into my shoulder, the front of my neck, on my back, on the back of my one leg. I had it on my face, and I couldn't get rid of it. No matter what I tried, I could not get rid of it. Um, I started using body butter twice a day on it, and it's turned out great. It's almost gone. I have a spot about that big on the back of my leg. It's not on my back. There's nothing on either side of my neck, as you can see. And, it took about 2 months to get rid of it, but it got rid of it, fortunately. It was so bad that I would have scales in bed when I got up every morning. I had to use a tablecloth brush to brush the scales off the sheets. It was that bad. So from there, I decided to try other products. I have psoriasis up on my scalp, so I tried to use the shampoo and the conditioner. I tried little sample packs, and they worked out really well. I wasn't sure I liked the shampoo and the conditioner, but I was willing to give them a try, so I got a bigger bottle of both of them, and it's been great. The psoriasis was about 2 inches long and about an eighth of an inch tall on both sides of my ears, and it's drying it up, and it doesn't itch anymore, and it makes my hair shiny and soft, and it doesn't get rid of the gray, but that's a different story. But it's manageable. I also noticed that I don't shed as much in the shower as I used to. I mean, every day I would get clumps of hair out of the shower when I was done, and I rarely shed since I've been using the shampoo and conditioner. I've also noticed that my hair isn't as wet when I get done. I used to have to use my towel to dry it, then I take the hand towel and dry it again, and it's not that wet. I only have to dry it once now. So the other thing I use is the body wash, and it smells great. I use it in citrus, and it prevents me from having to use lotion every day after my shower. When I got out, my skin's really dry. This time of the year, um, I think I checked the humidity in the house and it was like 22%, so it's really dry in here. And then I spend a lot of time outside with Greg and Daisy taking the camera and doing photography. So with the cold weather, it dries up my skin as well. So I found out with the body wash, I use that every day, and I only have to use something extra on myself 2 to 3 times a week, usually two. If it's really bad, it'll be three. And I use body butter from like neck to toes, that it twice a week, and it's great. My skin's not dry, everything's moist, and it feels great. I have a terrible problem with my hands. I don't know if you can see it. I did use lotion on them this morning, but inside my webs get really dry, and that knuckle, these two fingers are particularly bad, and they crack and they bleed and they hurt. And if they're really bad, I use the body butter on them. If they're not really bad, I use the daily hand and body lotion. I have a bottle of this in citrus in the bathroom. I have the frosted sugar plum on my night table, and then I have another frosted sugar plum downstairs in the kitchen so I can use it anytime. And I'll use this everywhere. I have dry elbows, so I use it there. I even use it on my face. Don't tell my other Labri friends that I do this instead of using the facial moisturizer. I love the body lotion on my face because it Helps with any psoriasis spots that come up. I use it, after every shower. I'll use it on my elbows because they're pretty nasty. And I'll use it on any psoriasis spots that just start. And that usually takes them away within about a week. I had up in here, you probably can't see it now. I was using body butter on it for the first week because I was breaking out in psoriasis all under my chin and down into my neck. And then after that, I didn't need that much moisture. So I used the hand and body lotion on that. I keep the 2 ounce in my purse, in my car. Greg has a bottle of the 2 ounce fragrance spray that he keeps down in the kitchen, and he's got an 8 ounce bottle on his dresser, and he uses that when he needs it instead of what we used to use. And then I also use the hand soap. And, I wash my hands probably 30, 40 times a day between fixing food. And, I have contact dermatitis in my ears. So if I scratch those, I get goo on them, and then I'll have to wash my hands for that. Eating, cooking, and the hand soap helps me to not dry out so bad. That I have to use, lotion constantly. I use a lotion maybe 3 or 4 times a day when it's really bad. My bathroom looks like a Labri warehouse. I have the Gentle Refresher, the Intense Moisturizer, the eye gel. In the tub, I've got the shampoo, the conditioner, the body wash. I don't use the facial moisturizer as much as I probably should. As I said before, I've been using the hand and body lotion on it, and it works out really well. So that's the tour of what I use. It started out with body butter and exploded from there. I love all the products. Oh, and I use the aloe socks. When I purchased the body butter, I got a free pair of aloe socks, and they're wonderful. They keep my feet moist. They keep my heels from cracking. I'll wear them to bed if my feet are cold because they're nice and warm and fluffy, and they're polar fleece infused with aloe. And if my feet are cold during the day, I'll wear those. If I know I'm not going anywhere, I'll put my slippers on. I'll put my aloe socks under them. And I'll do that a couple of times a week, and my feet feel wonderful. So if you have any questions, pop it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer you. You can DM me. But I wish you a healthy, happy new year, and look forward to seeing you next year.